everyone, this is Apple coming back at you. I just want to quickly say I'm so sorry that I've been gone for a while. My kids are on vacation, and also I got over like a really bad cold, and you're going to hear like a little stuffiness in my voice, so that's why. And okay, so let's get on with it, okay? Excuse me. So this is going to be about the drama that has been happening the past week or two between Peter Monn and also John Kuckian, and Rich Lux was thrown into the mix. You did hear a little bit about Karina Kaboom, but Karina Kaboom has been really hush, even though her name has been pulled into it. But you have not heard her say anything about this topic. Oh, hands off, amazingly, right? But okay, so I know that like a lot of my viewers actually don't know what has been happening. Before I get started, I quickly want to say about Peter Monn that everything that I'm about to mention turned out that it wasn't true. His name, his reputation were dragged through the mud, and it was all for the sake of having a really great video drama on the side of John Kuckian, okay? So yeah, so I just also want to point out that John Kuckian had thus far taken down the video where he claims a lot of things about Peter Monn, nothing good. He's taken that video down. And then also I went over to his social blade, and he is losing chunks, and I mean chunks of people. People are just like fleeing from his channel. And the reason why that is the good reason, because because Peter Monn basically cleared his name, and he's good, and people are seeing who John Kuckian is. And that's it. So let's get on with the story. So basically what had happened, long story short, John Kuckian was made a video, and he decided that today's story is going to be about how Peter Monn likes to accost younger men. He's a gay man. So he likes to accost young men between 18, 19, 20 years old and ask them for nude pics. So, in the audience believing this, people are going over to Peter Monn, calling him a pedophile, calling him sick and disgusting, and like the whole shebang, just all things just like, wow, okay. Such a bad thing that like I didn't even want to touch that in that moment, okay. I'm talking about it now because it's over, and I'm going to repeat, none of this turned out to be true. John Kuckian was lying through his teeth, and Peter Monn has now like cleared his name. But what I really want to talk about is Rich Lux. I want to talk about Rich Lux because Rich Lux's name is, people are still trying to drag him. He was pulled into it because while all of this was up in the air, Peter Monn, expectedly so, was looking for all the people to back him up, people who he felt that knew him personally or should have known him better, his character, and should have stood up for him. And two of the people that he called out were Karina Kaboom, who I'm not going to touch on because she's literally stayed quiet, so I don't know her side of the story or of anything. But the main person there was Rich Lux. And through the whole thing, I was just like, oh my God, like I would not like to be in this predicament, like that Rich is being put in, because like that is just, it's really hard to touch. It's really hard to touch. I wouldn't want this to be my bag, okay? But Peter Monn thought that Rich Lux should, because he is up and coming in the community, Rich Lux, it would be really great if Rich Lux would stand up for Peter Monn and say, hey, like, you guys, like, I don't think Peter Monn is this way, don't listen to John Kuckian, etc. But Peter Monn was just like, hey, Rich Lux doesn't want to, you know, Rich Lux or Karina Kaboom don't want to stick up for me, so they're basically co-signing what John Kuckian is doing to me, which is like make him like dragging my name to the mud through the mud. Now, I literally want to say that I thought, like I said, I don't think that that was fair at all, because it's like Rich Lux wasn't there. Rich Lux does not live with Peter Monn. Rich Lux is not even friends with, as Rich currently says. Like I have acquaintances, collaborators in the same community, the drama community. um, but as far as me knowing you personally, like I am not there when you receive text. I'm not there when you send out text. I don't know anything that's going on. I just rather not put in my 2 cents. But for some reason, for some non-logistical reasons, my name, Rich Lux, was like made judge and jury to decide who's right and who's wrong. I mean, could you imagine that? Like, say if you were walking down the street, minding your own business, you're like, you look so happy and like everything is so great. You have this wonderful life, and you have like this beautiful channel that's like banging, and you have like all these collaborators. Like, life is pretty sweet, okay? And then boom, all of a sudden somebody throws this pie in your face and yells at you, decide, 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 decide. And you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, what am I supposed to decide with? I literally have not heard anything, no drama, no nothing. Like, what is going on where I'm the decider of anything, number one? But like, no, number two, because like he literally doesn't know what's going on. Peter Monn had this understanding that he and Rich Lux and Karina Kaboom, like, they're best friends, the best of the best friends, okay? And Rich Lux is saying like, no, we are acquaintances, we get along just fine. We're not enemies, but we do talk once in a while, but just as much as I talk to you, Peter Monn, you know. So, I don't know, like, I don't know. I just felt like really bad for Rich Lux, because yeah, I wouldn't know what to do either. Like, you're expecting me to drop my friends or like my acquaintances. You're expecting me to uproot from the comfortable place where I've worked really hard to get into, which is like acquaintances with all of these really great YouTube owners, YouTube channel holders, and like everything is going great. My channel is like up and coming. It's just, and you want me to like destroy all of that pretty much. You want me to like get a lot of heat because of what? Like, for something I literally don't know what is true, what is not true. I'm hoping that it's not. And Rich Lux was basically saying like, even after he found out what the drama was, he was like, wow, I really don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. Peter Monn, you have to work this out with John Kuckian. Like, okay. So, I don't know. So I just wanted to say that, like, I just thought that wasn't right. That, and I understand where Peter Monn is coming from. I understand that, like, everybody's coming at you with these horrific name calling and being sent private and open, God only knows what further, right? And, you know, so this is like really driving Peter Monn up the wall. Like, he's frantic, right? And I get that. I would be like that frantic as well. But like, I just think that Peter Monn was like clamoring for people to like side with him and speak up on his behalf, but like not. And Rich Lux was that person, and Rich Lux was like, I don't want to get involved. And I felt like that Rich Lux didn't have to get involved with that. I think that was really unfair that Peter Monn like dragged him into a situation where he legit, like, Rich Lux legit didn't need to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Like, I can see if Rich Lux was his boyfriend or husband or whatever, and with all due respect, like, I know that Peter Monn is married with somebody else, very serious marriage, okay? But I'm just saying for the sake of just saying. And then Rich Lux was actually there. He hears text coming. Maybe he's seen something in his own, like he has a hold of Peter Monn's camera. Like he sees things, right? Then I could say, but you're randomly picking somebody from out of the crowd and saying like, you're going to be the judge and the jury in this. Rich Lux, choose who's right or who's wrong. That just doesn't make any sense to me at all. I don't know. I just didn't think that was fair. And I think the reason why I'm bringing up Rich Lux's name is because, like, after Peter Monn cleared his name, thanks to people like Charles Gross, because John Kuckian had said that Charles Gross was one of the people who was asked by Peter Monn to send him pictures, and Charles Gross was like, no, that's not true. That's literally not true. Peter Monn never asked me for any nudes. What do you, like, people are coming forward. So every person that John Kuckian mentioned that Peter Monn was asking for nudes, like, they're coming forward and saying, that's not true, John Kuckian. I never said that to you, that Peter Monn sent me. Peter Monn asked me for new pics and stuff like that. Like, it's not true. So again, I'm saying that none of this is true, okay? John Kuckian's a freaking liar. That's real dirty liar. Like, he really took a risk. I don't know. Like, I don't want to say like a whole lot about this dude, but I remember, did I mention this already? Because this is the second time I'm making this video. But I remember when John Kuckian only had a few hundred people on his channel, right? And he was just blowing up on the scene with the help of Karina Kaboom, okay? And also, so it was like Rich Lux too. So it was like the three there, right? And I think that that's why Peter Monn actually thought that they were all friends, because they actually, the three of those, like, they helped each other build their own channels, like, part of the community. Anyway, so whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Like, when I was watching John Kuckian, I'm like, there's something real dirty about that guy. I don't like him. I don't trust him. He's like one of those cold reporters, one that just has no shame in his game, and he will do anything. He'll throw anybody underneath the bus, like, and he literally wasn't doing any of that, right? Like, at that time, it was questionable. We were trying to figure him out, but I unsubscribed. And I never looked back. Sometimes, like, I do that with other people. I unsubscribe, but I always go back. This dude, no. I, like, unsubscribed. I never thought about him ever again. I heard his name floating around in the waves of the YouTube community, but I've never felt a need to go back to his channel. I did just to see, like, him flopping. I wanted to see where his status was and everything. But yeah, then you know what? Like, karma's a, like, BITCH, because, like, apparently he's being sued up to yin yang for his makeup and all that crap. I believe it's that, but I don't know. I don't think Peter Monn is, like, suing, but, like, whatever. But I just wanted to say, thank God it's all over. Thank God, like, Peter Monn is happier now. He just made a video with his husband, and he seems okay. He seems good. He seems settled. And I hope that when Peter Monn sees things for how they really were, that he doesn't hold Rich Lux for, or like he can at least give some, like, understanding of why he chose to be quiet. You know, like, he just didn't want to. I don't know. He doesn't, actually, Peter Monn doesn't have to do that, whatever, but I just think that people need to leave Rich Lux alone at this point. Peter Monn is happy, but Rich Lux is still being dragged. Apparently, Rich Lux is being sent death threats and other kind of threats, and so Rich Lux has been talking about how he has anxiety and he also has depression. I also want to, like, quickly say something about that as well. So there's some people who are making videos and clowning on the fact that Rich Lux had said that he has anxiety and depression. Well, as all of my viewers know, I have anxiety and depression, and it is not a joke. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. This is not something that people choose to have. It's not something, it's not a luxury where, you know, oh, let's just pull out the old anxiety and depression just to get out of it, to get out of a situation. No, like trust me, there's other ways of getting attention. Nobody wants to be experiencing any of those two things. Like, I can go on and say like my experiences, anxiety and depression, but I just want to say that anxiety is literally about taking something that's really, really small and blowing it out of proportion. But it's literally something that you can't help. You can't help. And people who have anxiety and depression, they're not stupid. They can see very clearly. They can see off into the horizon. You know, you have those moments when you're calm and there's nothing happening, there's no issues, there's no problems. And you can see when hindsight 2020, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't have gotten upset about that one thing. Like, you have the logistics to understand later when it's over. But in that moment, forget about it. It doesn't matter how many people are telling you, no, chill about this. Like, you should be this way, you should be that way. You shouldn't take it so personally. You should use your logistics. You should do this. Should. But it's like telling a schizophrenic person, like, you know that there's nobody there. But the schizophrenic person is going to be like, oh my God, like, I hear all these voices, they go crazy, right? It's kind of like telling a cancer patient, like, you shouldn't be having this cancer, like, it's going to be the death of you. Like, logistics, get rid of it. Like, you literally can't get rid of cancer, you know? You can't get rid of anxiety or depression. If you were born this way, whether it was lying dormant for a while and now you have it, as a lot of people experience, like when you hit like a certain age, psychological issues, they can come to the forefront. And yeah, so, and like now it's like a new thing that this person has to learn about themselves. Like, they literally don't know how to handle certain things. But I'm here to tell you that when you're having an anxiety attack, there's no rhyme or reason. There's nothing anybody can say for you to snap out of it. Calm down. You're blowing things out of proportion. Calm down. Slap your face. Like, calm down. There's nothing you can do about that, because it's like the synapse of like one neuron to the other. It's not connecting right. Like, so you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, you're having this attack, and does the person who's having it want to have this attack? No, it's embarrassing. It's humiliating. Like, when you're over it and you're calming down, it is all of those negative things, and you've done it in front of a slew of people. And now you just want to bury your head in the sand and never show again, because you're so embarrassed for that fright that you had, that anxiety attack that you've had, where I've had like triple ones, one on the other. Like, okay, so, you know, people who are like clouding on Rich Lux for having anxiety and depression, don't do it. Like, it's not right. It's not right. Don't tell people to snap out of it, because it's seriously silly to try to tell somebody who has a form of mental illness, right? I don't like calling it that, because like it sounds so bad, but to snap out of it, like, that sounds insane from you. Like, just don't do it. So I'm gonna like sum all this up, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Mwah, mwah. Love everybody, and peace. Okay, bye.